Yo, I like this. How do I make it like... This is my... Oh shit, it disappeared! Oh no! Hey, what is up guys? Guitar Rock here, welcome back to another Genshin Impact video. Now, it's been approximately 1 day since the patch 1.4 has been released. If you guys are not aware, the biggest new feature that everyone has been playing right now is the sort of a story quest, alright, where you can basically go on a date or a hangout event rather with your favorite character. Alright, for now we have 4 stars to choose from, which is Barbara, Noelle, Chongyun and Bennett. I did play Noelle's one yesterday, so I guess we can work on 2 first, and then eventually you're gonna get to play all of them for sure. For today though, we're gonna be focusing on the weapon banner. So I know this is a topic that not many players talk about, especially regarding the 4 stars. Alright, so you might have heard of, you might have seen videos surfacing about the elegy for the end, whether or not this bow is worth it. Alright, so it's a 5-star weapon. So will this be worth it? It really depends, and the odds of you to get this specific one, right? What are the chances, right? Compared to getting Skyward Blade. The thing is, based on the description, oh my god, like this weapon, like, do you guys see how many words is this? This is like 1,000 freaking words, okay? And it's really, they are overcomplicating things right now, which is crazy. We have entered the point that this game is trying to add more and more words to the description of every single thing. Weapons, characters, lores. Alright, but the gist of it is basically, first of all, it gives Elemental Mastery by 60. This is to the main user, right? So when your main user or your main character use Elemental Skill or Elemental Burst, you will gain a thing called Sigil of Remembrance, okay? So every 0.2 seconds you can gain, it can activate once, and after you have 4 Sigils of Remembrance, you activate an effect where everyone else will get 100 Elemental Mastery and 20% attack. So on the surface, it does look like a pretty decent support weapon, right? But that's the thing, this is a support weapon. I feel like if you want to pull a 5-star, I ideally do think that, going the main DPS, pulling for weapons for your main DPS character is gonna make more sense overall. So pulling for support weapon, especially if you don't have Venti yet, I would say go for Venti instead. Like, Venti is so good. Or if you don't want to, just wait for the next one, which is Rosaria or Chal, and that's going to be much more beneficial for most of the players in the long run. But there's a big but right here. We're gonna talk about these 2 weapons that's featured, Wine and Song, the Alley Flash. Now I feel like they are really underrated, especially the Alley Flash. But first of all, if you guys are not aware, alright, let's go to the details. The event exclusive 4-star weapon, the Alley Flash. The event exclusive 4-star weapon, Wine and Song. So what does it mean? So these 2, Alley Flash and Wine and Song, are event exclusive, meaning that you can only obtain them right here, right now. Alright, event exclusive weapons will not be available in the standard Wish Wanderlust invocation. Now, this is going to be really similar with the Lithic weapons, and I did pull for the Lithic weapons while trying to get Staff of Homa. I was very happy with that. Both the Lithic Blade, which is the Claymore, and the Lithic Spear, they are both extremely good. But will the Wine and Song and Alley Flash be able to beat them? So let's have a look. What makes them so good? Okay, let's talk about the Wine and Song first, alright, shall we? Let's talk about the Wine and Song first. It gives energy recharge, base attack 44. Now here's the issue. Oh man, thunder. Alright, okay, here's the issue that I have with this weapon. It has very high base attack, which is good, but it gives energy recharge. But if you look at this ability right here, hitting an opponent with a normal attack, okay, keep in mind this is normal attack, decreases the stamina consumption of sprint or alternate sprint by 14% for 5 seconds, right? Additionally, if you sprint or alternate sprint ability, this will increase your attack by 20%. Now this is an insane ability right here. Alright, every time you use sprint, or you try to dodge an enemy, you're going to sprint anyways, right? So you are going to boost your attack by 20%, just like that. And every time you use your attack, you will be able to decrease your stamina consumption by 14%. So granted, it is only 5 seconds, but I do think this is a very good ability. And in a constant battle, you're going to either be sprinting around, hitting, sprinting around, hitting. But my problem is, in terms of the ability right here, this seems like a main DPS ability because it's going to boost your attack by 20%. It's not a support ability where it gives you elemental mastery whatsoever. So if you're thinking of using this on someone like Sucrose, for example, as a support, I just don't think it makes sense, right? Sucrose doesn't benefit from this at all. Alright, so she's basically out of the equation. Now Mona, on the other hand, I'm not sure if she really needs this stamina consumption because her dash is a bit different compared to most other characters. But I would say she might be able to benefit from this weapon compared to the other catalyst users. Barbara, I don't think she needs this. DPS Barbara, you know, it might not be that bad. The thing is, I don't think Barbara needs something like energy recharge though. There's a lot of other weapons like Solar Pearl or something that gives crit rate, crit damage. I think those are going to be the much better choice. And then we have Ningguang and Klee, right? I don't think those two particularly needs energy recharge. Like Witsief is so good, right, as a weapon. So comparing the main stat, if you're building your characters, I think for main DPS most of the time going for... The thing is, this is energy recharge. If it's something else, crit rate, crit damage, even attack percent, I would say this is a very good weapon overall. But because it's a mixture of these two, like it has a more of a support stat right here for energy recharge, and it has like a main DPS ability. So it sort of questions like who is this for? Like right now, if I were to say the best character to use this is perhaps Mona for now, but maybe in the future we're gonna have more catalyst users that will be able to benefit from something like this. Now at level 90, this weapon will have 30% energy recharge and 565 base attack, so that's pretty good actually. So it's not too bad of a weapon. But let's move on to the other one, which is the Alley Flash. This is, in my opinion, the better one. So this weapon represents power creep in my opinion. So if you guys are not aware, if you look at the base attack, it starts at 45. So the highest so far in terms of 4-star weapon that we have starts at 44. Now what's the difference between 44 and 45? The difference is at level 90 is huge. Alright, we're going to talk about that. But it also starts at the lower elemental mastery, which is only 12. So what does this weapon do? Itinerant Hero increases damage dealt by the character equipping this weapon by 12%. So this is very, very good if you think about it. Alright, so 12% damage, for those of you who are not aware, this will be calculated at the end of the equation. So as opposed to something like attack, because let's say if it's 12% attack percent, right? So it will be calculated first and then it will be taken into the reactions and everything. But in terms of damage dealt, that means that the 12% boost is at the end. So therefore, this is going to be very, very huge, and it's going to help amplify your damage a lot more. Now, of course, at Refinement Rank 5, it goes up to 24% damage, which is crazy, which is huge. And considering that this is a single-handed sword, this is so good and flexible on a lot of characters, right? Like I can think of like Burnett, like even like someone like Jin could definitely use this, although Elemental Mastery is not too useful on her. At level 90, this weapon gives 55 Elemental Mastery and 620 base attack. I actually did not know this. Someone in my chat told me about this in my live stream yesterday. So if you guys want to catch my live stream, twitch.tv/guitarrock69. Insane. Alright, so I am so surprised that this 4-star beats out a lot of 5-stars in terms of base attack. Now of course, the downside is as low elemental mastery. But if you have something like a Burnett, for example, that base attack is the most important thing of all. Who cares about elemental mastery? Where he buff other characters, he will only take his base attack into calculation. So therefore, you know, elemental mastery unless you are building a main DPS Burnett. So I think this weapon is really, really good. Like considering that it has this ability where it increases damage dealt by 12%, I think having the low elemental mastery is not too bad of a thing. But if you look at single-handed swords out there, there are a lot of good weapons for sure for single-handed swords. For example, we have Prototype Rancor, right? It's a very good weapon. The thing is, that weapon is much more catered towards physical damage build users. So something like this, in my opinion, is a much more flexible weapon. Like you don't get something like this that often. Alright guys, so that's gonna be it for this video. Let me know what you guys think of the new weapon banners. I know maybe not many players are gonna be interested in it because Venti is here, right? But assuming that if you have Venti already, are you guys gonna try to risk pulling for any of the 4-star weapons? Let me know in the comment section below. As always, If you haven't already subscribed, give this video a like. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.